Hi, Cindy. Great
Hey,
to see you.
how are
Great to see
you?
you.
Awesome to catch up.
Exactly.
Awesome.
How do you like Dykema?
I love it. It's gotten to the point where it's almost like an old home reunion.
Yeah.
Because I've been in the field so long that you're just running into vendors you've worked with for 15 years now.
Yeah, that's
so
right. And
it's
then
a lot of fun.
you've been through the ups and downs together.
Oh yeah,
also,
we all
right?
have.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of bruises.
Especially since COVID, I would say, right? We took it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Dog years, my friends. Dog years.
What do you think if you think about back like the last 3 years, where has the market evolved to now, and where do you think it will go? Like, what are you excited about? You're one of the leaders, and you know that. Where I appreciate, like, you always think like, 3-5 years ahead of the curve. I'm curious, like, if you now reflect on it, like, where has this industry landed, and then where do you think it will go?
For sure. I mean, what I love, obviously, we've worked on AI, computer vision with your team and with lots of teams. What I love about where we are is I'm not having to convince people to do that now, right? AI is everywhere. If you're not doing it, then you're really behind.
And it's crazy, right? Like, because like I must say, so we've been meeting here customers back to back, and I think 2 years and a year ago, or 3 years ago, it was like, what is this AI? And then how do you do it? And now that's just clinical AI. Videa is like just table stakes. That's like, we need to have that, right?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And so when you're saying, where's it going? Like, the funny thing is I'm like Haley Joel Osment in The Sixth Sense. I see agents everywhere, not dead people. But I think that the technology,
you're not followed, by the way.
Right. No, but I think it's a fascinating time because we really are looking at this tipping point. You had this evolution in dentistry for so long, and now it's revolution, and things are changing so fast.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Revolution.
Yeah. And it's hard, I think, for dentists to keep up because they're chairside all day and they don't know what's going on. And there are lots of things that I might look at, kind of to your point, and think like, this is obvious. Why this is going to change everything. Why aren't people adopting it faster? And I know they're busy in the grind, right? They're working all day, and there's not much they can. They don't do that for a living,
right?
But I'm falling in love with where the technology can take dentistry in this day and age. I just think there's so much we can do. And if you say, what do I really have a crush on? It's ambient, ambient AI, because I know for me, I was the worst when I treated patients. My charts were this high, I was like, oh, I gotta write that note. I had scribbles like a crazy scientist everywhere.
Right.
And if I could have just run my mouth, clearly I can run my mouth, right? My notes would have been done. It just, if you can solve a problem, people will do it. And I think that's the number one thing I want to see is work taken off of dentists, because a lot of AI, it's work taken off the back of the house or RCM or all these things, and they're amazing. They're necessary for sure. But to get a dentist to adopt it, solve a problem for me. I think ambient all day long. You solve that for them, they're your disciples.
You know what? It's so amazing to hear that from you, because like as you know, I was in medical school for many years.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
And after when I dropped out,
you're no quitter. You're no quitter.
And after a 3-hour surgery where I assisted, I had to do 90 minutes of notes.
Right.
And I hated that. That's part of why I actually dropped out.
Like that. No.
Exactly. And it's not like, I have not heard one dentist yet saying I love to do notes. I have not heard one hygienist saying I love to click in the perio chart. Right. Like, it just, that doesn't.
I love to do claims.
That's right. Exactly. Like, people don't say those things.
No.
Dentists don't say these things.
They don't.
And so we are super excited about this as well.
Oh yeah.
And
you've got a great platform.
Yeah, thank you.
You really do.
I mean, we're doing, like, at this point we have the largest footprint on ambient AI, and we will just continue improving it. Yeah.
Okay.
And we continue to improve it, because like with more data, you can just make it better, more accurate. The dentist trusts it more, and then you have a virtuous cycle, right?
Right.
The thing what is interesting with you is, like, there's so many AI happening everywhere.
Yes.
And we've actually seen this that the AI capabilities, they're growing exponentially.
I know.
But the AI absorption, right, is linear.
Right.
And that is what you were saying.
Right.
And so you can do so much, but if you don't give time back to the user,
I know,
the adoption will not increase. And that's why I think also the ambient AI is so valuable.
That's the next vector for me. And I feel like that takes over everywhere. And I mean, it'll take a minute.
Yeah.
Right. But when you solve a problem that big for dentists, it's massive.
Right.
And that's the number one thing. I mean, they hate the paperwork. Half of it's wrong.
That's
you
also a
know,
problem. Or
yeah,
it hasn't
and I
happened.
need a prompt, right?
That's
Prompt
not
me
great
if
for
I didn't.
claims,
Yeah,
right? Like exactly.
if I
Right.
left that out, let me know. I mean, those are kinds of things that I think are amazing. And when I see where the companies have evolved, I'm blown away. But that's the number one area. If
That's
you
right.
think like what gets me excited, I'm like, take those things that have just become grind and horrible about the job and take them off the table.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
We have like, we have at Videa the mission of like, we want to support dental clinicians
Mhm.
to provide the best care possible to their patients through
Right.
AI.
Right.
And at the end of the day, like in our deployments, what we've seen with ambient AI
Mhm.
is, yeah, time savings, all of that. But actually patients love it. Why? Because dentists are not multitasking.
Right.
Or they're not
They're
stressed
actually
because they're
listening to
crunching
you.
over lunch and doing it.
Right.
They're actually just listening to you and
Right.
focus on what they like the most.
Right.
Patient care,
Which is
patient
why they got
contact.
into it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So
And it
that's
seems obvious, right? It
Yeah.
seems such an obvious value prop, but it just takes forever to get people there.
I mean, it is.
You know?
It's nonetheless hard, right? Like
Right.
it's like quick conversations. Some things are not said, like right. But as
Right.
always, and you know this,
Yeah.
we will be sitting here probably in a year and
I
it will
know.
adopt it much faster, right?
Right.
So, exactly.
Well, I saw this quote this
Yeah.
morning. It was actually funny. It was from Elon Musk,
Uh-huh.
and he was being questioned at Stanford, and they were saying, what is it that
Yeah.
makes you a superstar amazing, right? And
Yeah.
and they thought he would say intelligence, and
Mhm.
he's like, no, it's the ability to be uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
Things aren't going to go well. It's going to be hard, and a lot of people, when things get hard, they abandon, they go a different direction.
That's
But
right.
he's like, the people who make the difference are people who can fight through the hard and
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
And I love these AI projects because the science is amazing and everyone should be doing it. It's so smart. But the people who have to do it are taking a long time, and that's that friction, and it's painful. But once you get past the pain,
Yeah.
like we've got a fundamentally different dental office, and
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Exactly. An
So-
AI-powered PMS system.
Exactly.
An AI-powered practice.
Exactly.
Where the clinician can focus on what they love.
Oh,
which is
yeah.
patient care,
And that's what they should be
patient
doing.
trust,
Mhm.
and not all the administrative,
Right.
tedious tasks around it.
Just stuff that's
Exactly.
developed since 1970, right? More paperwork, all this.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to drive everybody nuts.
No, but you're right.
It's
Exactly.
really morphed into something that's not all that fun.
Yeah.
And if we can solve all that crap,
Yeah. Exactly. They can do what they love to do.
then
right?
it really is a better experience for everybody.
Well, Cindy, thank you so much for being a partner of Videa
so
and working
welcome.
with us through
You're
the
so
hard stuff.
welcome. It's fun. Obviously, love him. But anyway, thank you
Yeah.
for having me, and you guys have
Awesome.
a great day.